Welcome back to Makeshift Garage. So we came out here to fire up the 65. We knew there was something wrong with the brakes. The pedal was going to the floor. We looked in and the back was empty, which is responsible for the front. Just put some stuff in there and we pumped it thinking that we were gonna find a leak somewhere. Pumped it, pumped the Jesus out of it. Nothing's leaking. Where did it go? Put it in the comments. Where did it go? It's like magic trick. It's gone. Anyways, let's fire it up, hit the brakes, maybe with a little pressure. I don't know. It don't have a power booster, so it shouldn't matter. You just pump it and it should leak somewhere if it was empty, wouldn't you think? We don't know. Now, when I hit the brake, I got brake. We didn't bleed it or anything. We just filled it up the back and boom, which is the front one, responsible for the back. We filled it up, the front reservoir, she good. Let's see if it'll start. It's probably been a while. I don't even know how long it's been. It has to be at least a month before we, try to start this. So let's see. Come on. Woo! I love this truck. This truck is awesome, man. I love the way it looks. I love the way it sounds. I love everything about this truck, man. What I see, I remember the reasons where I designed. I remember the year. That's what I like, man. So this thing has a radical cam in it. It's called a thumper cam. Let's warm it up and we'll hear it. We didn't wipe no lobes out in this one. Devin, you gotta take this thing for a ride, man. It's been a while. We're so busy working and whatnot, we haven't had time to take this out. Then we found the brake issue. Plenty of brake right now. So let's see what happens. What do you think of the way this sounds? I love it. Woo! All right, it's got to go on the road. It's got to get some carbon blown out of it. Let's get it. You hear that? That ticking? That might sound like something's wrong, right? This head is on there, but we gotta change the gasket. The gasket's definitely no good. It's been leaking for a while. There's always something to do though, so we never got to it. Let's give it a drive. Now, I think she should be good. I'm not sure exactly what happened with this brake and how the fluid disappeared, but we are gonna have to keep an eye on it now and figure it out. But let me see, plenty of brakes, so I don't know, man. We didn't bleed them, so they're responsible. Like I said, the front reservoirs are responsible for the back brakes, so they're not that crucial. It's the front brakes that we really need to work right at the moment. It's nice to have your back brakes working too, especially in the rain. Forget it. Ooh, I felt that. It felt like that one back tire grabbed. So there might be some issue going on. We'll have to find out. It's hard like a rock. I don't know what that means. Before it used to go right to the floor. So we put fluid in it. Now it's hard like a rock. I really don't know what that means. We'll have to check it out. Let me see something. That's first. We don't even use first. Woo! "47 miles an hour in third gear," and what was that, about 3,500 RPM? Anyways, I wonder if the brakes are gonna work. Ooh, they're pulling to the right real good. So this is what we're doing here. We're doing a test drive to figure this out. Something's going on though. So when I hit the brakes hard, it wants to dart to the right real good. So we're gonna have to figure that out. Let's see. Woo! Let's see which one. That's the rears. Oh, they're sliding and grabbing and screeching and what? The tire marks in the street, man. All right, well, we definitely have issue. I don't know what the issue is. Why would the fluid be low and it be locking up? Usually you have to bleed it to even make it work. Something's definitely going on here. Something screwy, rabbit. We have to figure it out. My life is like an automotive roller coaster. There's always an issue. There's always something broke. When you got like 12, 14 vehicles, you're always going to work on something, especially when they're old. This is a 1965. It's got a 390 in it. Punched out a little bit. I think it's 30 over. I think they said it was like a 397 when we did the math. Anyways, the motor's rebuilt. It sounds great. It runs great. The tranny's old school, but it's still good and strong. And now we got this brake issue. I have no idea what's going on. It wants to grab in the back though. I know that. I didn't want to hit it too hard that time, man. I can hit it hard if you want, and I can show you the braking, but it's just skidding up a storm. When you're spinning wrenches, we need Frenches. I really don't know what's going on with these brakes. It's very interesting. Very interesting. If you hit them soft, you're good to go. But if you're in an emergency, you had to hit them hard, it might turn the truck sideways. Something's going on. We're gonna have to give it a once over. She sounds good. She feels good. I know one day the plan is put a 9-inch rear in it, switch everything up, I think. Probably should just get a donut truck and build that thing. We had the perfect donut truck that we used for the front end and a lot of stuff. I used the motor, I pulled the motor out. I used the tranny. We did have some cool stuff. I used the rear. I put the rear in the jackass, man. If we had another nice truck like that, that was a good body. We definitely could, we could build a hot rod, man. Put a 9-inch, slap it on the ground, put some fat tires on it and work a motor and throw it in there. Boom. Because this tranny's not really a racing tranny. It can pull the house off a foundation if you put it in first gear. You can do second gear starts with it all day. But we'll have to figure out the brakes. There's something definitely screwy going on. You want to look out the back and see it skid? Look at it. Both tires skidded. Both tires skidded, so it stayed straight and both tires skidded. Something's going on. Woo, I smell rubber. All right, let's see what's going on. We're gonna have to take a better look at this. She's running good, she sounds good. Brakes need to be worked on. Let's get it done. Idle's a little bit high. Devin likes it that way. Yeah, that idle's a little high. I think it's around 1,200, right? Should be around 1,000. Anyways, let's find out what's going on. Could be leaking slowly, and that's why we don't see nothing. It might be in the drums, it might be wet. So we're gonna have to pull the back tires off, inspect everything, look at the brakes, look at the pads, see what's going on. We got all new brake pads for this vehicle. We bought them, we went to put them on, and the ones that were in there were perfectly fine. So we're like, oh, let's not waste them. We'll leave them in the truck until we need them. Let's see if we can find them. Ah, there they are. Brake pads for the front, brake shoes for the back. We even got kingpins. We're good to go. Let's make it happen. All right, we're gonna get on it. I think we'll take it over to the shop. We'll make a spot, we'll back it in, and we'll do the work there so we can work on the jackass as well. Watching, broskies, and don't forget, if you like what you see and you wanna see more, get on YouTube and subscribe.